Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And no, this is not Larry Ray. This is Ron Wong, co-hosting with Frank Barton this morning. Larry is under the weather and couldn't be here. He felt like he would be coughing too much to be able to do anything where anybody could understand him. And so our prayers go out to Larry for him to get well soon. And Frank, you know, we've talked a little bit about duck hunting. We've talked a little bit about what's going on out in Arlington at S.W. Wilson and primary tackle. So anyway, it's time to talk a little bit of hunting and everything. And
well, let's find out from the source.
Yeah.
The place that knows everything. Let's talk to Amy Snider-Spencer, who's the Region 1 Communications and Outreach Coordinator for the TWRA. And Amy, what can you tell us about what's going on in the Mid-South right now from your neck of the woods?
Well, one thing that we're doing is our winter trout stocking program is currently underway, and that is when we release 75,000 rainbow trout into Tennessee waters.
Wow.
Pretty much from late November all the way through March.
And that's all across the state, correct?
That is all across the state, and we have several locations here in West Tennessee. There's 40 locations across the state, but in West Tennessee, we have probably anywhere from 10 to 15 that we stock trout. We have several in Shelby County. Matter of fact, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations in Shelby County alone. And then we also do Madison County, Carroll County, Gibson County, Henry County. And this year we have one in Henderson County, which is new.
Cool.
So that's real good in Shelby County. That many of them there. I'm an Arkansas boy, but got lots of friends from over here, and I know anything that has to do with fishing. And this over here, Ron gets all excited about.
Yes, I do, and I know that there's several places. There's a lake. I think it's Cameron Brown.
Yes,
there.
Cameron Brown, and we have one in Millington. We do Shelby Farm.
Right.
We do a couple in Bartlett and one in Collierville. So, you know, one thing about this is these locations are urban areas, and they have walking trails and playgrounds, pavilions, but they're also easy access, and they're great to take a family or a first-time angler just because it's, you know, like I said, easy access, easy to get to, and easy to fish.
Yeah. And you're exactly right about that, because just knowing how well these park lakes are taken care of, it's a family a family outing, and it's good for the family. Question, Amy: do you have to have a trout permit to do that?
Yes. I was going to get ready to tell everybody that the trout that we've stocked average about 10 inches. The daily krill limit is 7, but we do not have a size limit on that. So all we have is the krill limit of 7. Mm-hmm. And anglers are reminded that a trout license is needed in addition to the regular fishing license.
Okay. And now that is for everybody 14 and over, correct?
13, yes.
13. Okay. Yeah. And, like, for instance, I know that I have a lifetime sportsman's license here in Tennessee, but I still need to get a trout permit.
Yes. Yeah. No. If you have a sportsman's license, you are good.
Oh, wow.
You are good. Your sportsman's license and your lifetime license cover everything that you need. They're all-inclusive licenses.
Oh, wow.
It's for the people that buy the 01, just the regular hunting and fishing license, you know, those are the ones that would be required to have that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but this, you know, we've already stocked the ones in Shelby County right now. They were all stocked about the first. Yes, they were the first week of December. But we will be coming back to all these locations in early January, and we'll stock them again. And you can find all this information on our website at tnwildlife.org, and if you type in the search box up there winter trout stocking, it actually pulls up the PDF, and you can go in and look at the dates.
Amy, let's change. Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the hunting side of TWRA, and more specifically deer hunting, and even drill it down any more. Let's talk about what's going on with chronic wasting disease, or CWD. What's happening in West Tennessee with that? Are we seeing more cases, less cases, same cases? What's happening? Well,
we are seeing an uptick in cases, but that's primarily in our core area. We've tested a lot more deer this year. Turnaround times have been about 2 weeks on the test. But we did see earlier in the year, we saw an increase in deer being harvested, but we are seeing a downward trend in deer being harvested now. Some of that has to do with people starting to duck hunt instead of deer hunting. It happens every year. They start chasing ducks instead of deer.
Well, of course. I'm primarily a duck hunter, so I understand that. And as far as testing requirements now,
testing is not required. That is still the hunter's. That's up to the hunter. Some people want to get them tested, some don't, but we do have those incentive programs, and they do require to be tested for those incentive programs. Like if you wanted to earn a buck, you would have to harvest a doe, submit it, have it tested, and then you would earn a buck. We also have the replacement bucks, and those are, earned on you having a positive CWD deer.
Well, I was talking to a friend of mine over the weekend that was he's a member in the out there at the club at Ames Plantation, and he was telling me about the requirement about you can shoot a doe, get it tested, but you can get an extra buck tag that way, and that's throughout West Tennessee, or is it just is it statewide?
No, and I bring this up all the time. Make sure you know where you're hunting, and if you're in Unit CWD or Unit L. There are differences in the regulations. The earn a buck is only in Unit CWD, and we tell people all the time, go to our website, verify your county, because a lot of people think their county might be in there, and it's not. And, that's one of the things we do, unfortunately, run into.
Well, that's good information for everybody. And what's that website again for them to go to?
tnwildlife.org. All of our information's there at your fingertips. If you just take a look, you will find it.
All right. What do you hear on the waterfowl side of things since we've gotten this wet weather coming that's been in here the last few days?
Actually, honestly, I haven't, but usually a lot of weather spreads out the ducks. That's usually typically what we see.
I understand. That's what we're hearing in Arkansas. That we it spread out the birds.
Areas, and then all of a sudden we got inches upon inches.
Well,
it tends to spread them out. But we've had some good hunts up around Camden in that area. We were having some really good hunts on some of the management areas. But now we've got a lot of rain, and ducks typically spread out after that rain.
Coming into the first of the year, we've got basically the same seasons, but from TWRA standpoint, does anything new going to be happening in the first of the year that didn't happen in 22 that people need to know about now going into 23?
What do you mean?
Oh, let's talk about got any changes and regulations coming up.
No, our regulations will not be voted on until August. Hunting regulations are year to year, and they are voted on commission. So nothing will change as soon as we go into January. We will finish the hunting seasons, and then regulations will be voted upon after that.
I remember seeing Larry posting something not too long ago that there was a meeting. You had a meeting in Shelby County here recently. I think it was out at the
Ducks
Unlimited.
Meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but we did not set any new seasons. The seasons are set yearly, and it will not be done until usually July, August is when the new regulations come out.
Okay, so seasons and regulations, so nothing will be changed for next.
No,
for
nothing.
23.
Yeah, nothing ever changes. Like as soon as January 1 hits, no, nothing's already. The seasons are set way before that. as tradition. Nothing is changing.
Okay. Ron?
Other than, Amy, let's go back to the trout, digress back to the trout fishing.
Ron's going to get that fishing in.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can talk about because I fish year-round. Yeah. And, how long do you guys continually stock these areas, lakes and ponds with trout? Is there a time that you guys quit doing it?
Okay, for the winter trout stock, we have different trout stocking programs in TWRA, but particularly this winter trout stocking program is a put and take situation. So these trout will not survive when the water warms up because they're in small impoundment.
Right.
So we only stock in cold weather, which is January and February in West Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Amy, we certainly appreciate having you on with us this morning and giving us all of this great information. Before we let you go, if somebody wants more information about what the TWRA is,
TNWildlife.org. It's our website. And, hey, everybody, the website has been updated. It is better than it's ever been. I tell you what, you can go and you can find all your information. Our WMA pages are phenomenal now. All the regulations, the bag limits, everything is right there on their particular website. So if you wanted to go look at, let's say, Wolf River WMA, everything is there at your fingertips just by clicking on that one page.
Thank you very much, Amy, and we wish you all the best. A Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas. All right.
Thank you, Amy.
All right.
All right. That was Amy Snider-Spencer from Region 1 Coordinator at TWRA telling us what's going on there. And our next segment's one I've been looking forward to for a while.
Me too.
We'll have Rob Hoff, ranger out at Arkabola, and talk about the 2022 physically challenged deer hunt out at Arkabola. So let's take a break and come right back in just a few minutes with Outdoors with Larry Ray.